Opera you no kon. Sisi ana ehwa la tafo online na. One wo juju music na why fuse the juju music into so call afro na wo. What if Sani Okute na Sani Ade no manazin wo juju music in where pick and kuku be in there. I shine the big music, the future is bright for us. When the golden drum and make the nation proud. Arise and shine and fight for the nation. Your duty is only to serve and shine and fight for the nation. Your duty is only to serve and make the future.
Say many I'm of General Secretary the whole Ghana. Book here the region bia did know. Nanam Pedu our my message no on any chairman. Enti Mr. Brown ye him say a drew baby a year office for near Nyankoya Brown and Kunya. Any a koji into a yampona heading. Na sene ye disage maya. Metron safra ni manes or mumra, omukasi a beba. No munuha near train. And Team Rasu Ebe Mr. Brown needn't every year listening. Na Yaman Penfuna, a one cry, and the whole Ghana, or me not to say Brown, on Kayamobo, or Chinabi, a chibi bia, or Yabi. Pachin, I am sorry, you know. Yaka Amwef na ni full name ni say Aging Musicians Welfare Fund 60 years and above. Now this year and I am to a program. Your program once in a year was State House. Your friend a grand ball. Obo or introduce in Katebru say Nipa 10 was State House. A bit to 50 million. And yes, Morton. Eat and drink. Top musicians, no. And on Babonum. No more we are Sikai Bonyano. A tea expenses now. Near Kanya de Akoto am well found. Now, some musician, Penny Bino Hochreno. We find our yare. Now with the letter ba with a hospital a year. Na yetiama. Yaya since 2013 up to now. Na enubi. Na yenya Clarence Opesa Oye. Enti aha ya nyesa diba jisika. Esenka obi boa edibebue account ama Amref. Na I'm sure be send to me amano enka ne treasurer also omra onso akodi buase. Ento me ati ase se okonkran a enka sika odi beto petrol egu ka mudi abano one president be sabedwo ho omo be send e abre Amref ni abue special account ama empanyimfo no. Esamre no yenua Brown onya ndinu bia wo mu bi nti yebebu bodo no John Victor Owusu mewa yebo di wa ha na wa kan Mr. Robert Techimenson, Mr. C.B. Wilson,
Present, sir.
Auntie Christina Buckman,
Present, sir.
Honorable Ben Crunchy,
Present, sir.
Yawo binum wo Winneba, ena Odumankuma Shrema Kwame Pra, Kwame Madam Elizabeth Techimels,
Present, sir.
Mama ono ne besia fitani a osan to no oye fitani papa sorry jan ho me ho oba fitani o madade so obinu se o maso no wo municipal
oka municipal but na mo university, the first woman mechanic wo university transport and son me fi ho a Maraba municipal, the first woman, na ma preparation.
Francis Echam Ferguson,
Present, sir.
also a veterinary officer, so Bodom Yarea, and now we cram who are offering of Virginunco. Ewo, can you know because me can sama ebeche your friend Francis Beho ya me can sama musica edubabia na Eden Dr. Francis Sego owu a osha fridge mo se ayenyansi ni ofru hono Francis Beho any appointing no more by regional chairman. Yes, so many programs. Sankofa na near no do baby who say Akunyano hot. May come music and history central regional Bewa. And to Mr. Francis Beho onumpona yan office Oba Hadako Oba who no chef floor no net is no why? Honor of cementi hunyina. Odima mumun semano. Sorry for me. So our band I find mighty Francons. Band and also our host is here. As old musicians, ya kia hubom near see your programmer Ubenya band Ediamae.
Dada yinara yebosum hine razi. Usandos ni bo chekon kronatoyen. Dada yinara yebosom hina jinkwa ama wesimiye eje yebeyiwa ye eje yebada wasiu achira almenson wanzi pa ayal mahanyen in the day dada yinara yebeyi yene rada yaw ama wesi yenye na moanye kululu
Yegusu body no Mr. Edward Brown, Mr. Edward Brown, Mr. Edward Brown,
nti na momi meka yakọ tamale yakọto aba na so pedo ko tamale nti mo drop e manko meka de won hyema na emi no nko sisi ano chede onka yen ho bio ode hinya yen won ta ase dem kakra mpere mo zotuado on de hinkui nche o ye de papa apa azo me hia fa yen mo fa yen ba on yen e fa Mr. Beho o ye me dede ye bonizin sisi a on yen papa mo band mighty I am o te hia chi o hwe hen Anchankano yaba ha hwenyoji o se na chairman yaba o inda yankwa ha inda yen dem programming kakra na ye kan ye hobo na ye hunda sisi yaba ha kra ma me hu haza o ye okodo ebe nchim bia so ye pede ye chim no wo me henkwan me yenchim yo oboto aba titru ye vetting ye kan ya mu asam onenzi o ye nsem bi o ha mata ase ensi nyeme bi o ha o ka ho na o ma hemba ha Mr. Brown we dey ye kwe ya azo mo yo ho kakra o sende me hu executives no ina me respect den che mo hu executives ni nyina da wa ba Mr. Brown ni yaze o sende papa we nya hwian ye o tena office a hwa ha me e wan ti masirapi kakra mpede makan bede wan
lo bi adri e betwa Mr. Brown ni dinim Uncle Edward Brown Ojumtuni Edward Brown any day 2nd August Uni anu amokobe na jumtufuni na adadafuni yeshia wa ha yabubo dino udini ni ebetia ni se unka yehu bio nti adam Yesu Kristo ni dinim edi twa wudinum twa ye twam se ba bia wo bia no se asomrade wo ho a be hwekui unuanum aka akiri nyinara bibiara ye pese kui maso Brown ko na ko fabra ye twa wudin Yesu Kristo ni dinim Madamasi Empanyifo amashia mo ha yebema mo ha na yakase nyankopon wonhira mo na ontum nkom yempa bo se mo betena se na mohwe enchirima no so yenso de ye na motenetene ye enti yempa bo se nyankopon ontum nkom ewo mo se ewo se enipa bia yewo na but yempai bon say nyankopon ontwen kakra na ono ani pem emra ono abehu say nimdia odemamo mode ache ama enchirima nyina na ofre mu a eno de yini hweka na de mesa aka ne say impu nyankopon chira ni pi efu say bra Mr. Osubo Mr. Brown Oboni dino Misuye we ensembia was a yadia dretu yawu nyese na ne sisitie yawu ne susua ena yenhwe bebe yenyina drum yemfato ho kese edmaye na enumtofo ne woma omu contribute in various ways ema ye nije ewo enumto mu se wotonum se obo guitar simple enum no enjoy we a major stakeholder in the music industry na se koba ne se obo homodin bebre na o contribute to a nation's building in whatever way na ye notisiwa Oboshaya na ya pa ya obe contribute to quota to national development in diverse ways. Now you are not noticed, you are not recognized. Ya pa enti de kimpi aye no matter how small it is kimpi yankopon show if we say mete we chiro say it was unexpected
Obisi na nanim na enso kimpi ene mpanyinfo a motwa ahia ma ade amana so yani na yempa ebone say associations e wo Cape Coast Musica Amwef chese association nyina yen kamom efi say I know say a aging musician welfare fund ni nyina e ka ho ene say a you say more ME account for Central Region a branch. Ni nyina yeko ni bia. Na the method to asrene say unity is strength. Na obi ka say Mr. Brown yes your musical your friend say executives no. It was a mistake. That's fine. It was a mistake. My withdraw. 1 week. One week, sorry. So 1 week ni your executive bia. So all that I'm saying is unity is strength. Yankee come on ni enkoja or brand sanity enkoja. Enti kimpi any information moha. The Creative Arts and Media Association. You can say nyankopon onhiramo empanyimfo nyina onhiramo chairman sika we you know. And now 2nd August. Yampa bone say ebebo ho in 10 folds omokada.
Oh, I am John Victor Owusu, former Central Regional Secretary for 13 years, Chairman for 8 years, and I'm now the General Secretary of Amwef, which Nana Ampedu is my chairman. And Obo introduced the Amwef just to take care of the old musicians. In fact, old musicians, if you want to talk about them, they have a lot of problems. And I think since Obo started this Amwef 2013, we are trying to help each one another. So far, Central Region, what has happened today, this will encourage them to come together. And fortunately, the chairman has given us some seed money, and Musica also has promised to bring us something. I think if somebody wants to do something, collect unless it's based on money. With this money that we have received and the land that the man has promised, the chairman has promised, I think from now onwards we are going to be strong meeting and discussion and planning and make this Amwef to come. So I would advise the youth also to come and join, so that everything will be okay. Oh, so you to know, almost to me the home bomb and paying for now. I'm going to say, BB, of course, youth advice, ideas, somebody to the pushy and paying for no. For example, every year, you organize a grand ball or State House. Now I'm going to say, top musicians, almost elbow at the back, going some paying for no, almost relax. Now, because they are doing the work for them. Now, from now, I could see, I have talked to some of the old musicians who are not coming. They will all come. So very soon we are going to organize meeting so that we can start planning something. So Central Region Musica has a future now.
Yeah, I am SOBOLOO, the only one and only SOBOLOO in Ghana. I learned that name when I was a kid. There was a program on Osofudazi, and Super Odi introduced himself as Pastor SOBOLOO. Though I was around 6 years then, the name has just crackled on my mind. So when I entered the showbiz, I tried to find a name that would make me popular, and I adopted SOBOLOO to be my name. And there's one thing that name has helped me a lot. When I became SOBOLOO and I played my first number, the SOBOLOO music was a hit, and then it became a name, Fitsanepeminzizi. So people adopted that name to replace Bisab. So right now in Ghana, when we hear of SOBOLOO, it is me. So they changed my name from SOBOLOO to replace Bisab. That's why now in Ghana, you hear only SOBOLOO everywhere. But I am the originator of that name, that I make the name popular in Ghana. And I think even now, all those who are selling SOBOLOO should pay me royalty, because I have done a lot for the country. And you know, the copyright industry is not well vested. Other than that, I should have received royalty for just introducing a name to be popular in the whole country. I think that is the greatest thing that I think I have achieved in my life. When we come to music industry, the only problem is the professionalism. The Ghanaian musicians don't work on professional level. They only think of releasing the music as compared to our contemporaries in other parts of the world. I quite remember about 5 years back in the music industry when they shared the royalty. When I compare myself to people in even Togo, as they were receiving around 2,500 cedis in old Ghana, new Ghana cedis, even right now in Ghana here, how are we going to give copyright 50 Ghana cedis to a musician or 100 Ghana cedis to a musician? How do we expect? So I think the main problem is not about promotion, but it's how about the professional bodies are managing the music industry. I think you have to do music and get money from it, not only fame. So you have to do it as business. I think when I compare my time to this, these people are doing better than our time. Because during our time, our own trust and everything was just on sales. But now people are selling music on Instagram, the internet, and the Facebook, which shows that people are now mastering the marketing avenues. So this shows that in the near future, music will become one of the most enjoyable professions in Ghana because it is now fetching people more money than before. I think whenever we are talking about music, we only give advice because I think I have some students from outside USC and Denmark that I teach them. In fact, they have to try to blend this type of rap music with our traditional setting as the Nigerians are doing. Because the Ghanaian rappers don't think of trying to brand themselves with their traditional indigenous music. Therefore, their music are not popular as compared to the Nigerians and other Francophone countries who are trying to merge their musical talent with their own traditional setting. And if the current trend of musicians try to brand their musical type with the traditional setting to brand themselves as this is the Ghanaian rappers, the Ghana hip-hop, I think they will have future. But when you play hip-hop, you can't play hip-hop or rap music better than the Americans and other people. No, you can't beat them unless you change the style to make it more Ghanaian or more African before you can compete with them. Well, Central Region, as compared to other regions, musically, we started as we have Kwamensa, Ochamapra, and Jacob Sam. Those people who implemented our life. But when you look at the current trend, it seems Central Region is lacking. But I think it is not yet back. People can just improve. So I'm advising the people, my fellow musicians in Central Region, to adapt that system. Even though if you don't have producer to produce you, now the selling on the net is the simplest thing. So the youth should take advantage of selling on the net to market themselves so that they were able to get more money as compared to during our time that this net was not developed. Now it is their own advantage that selling music in the net means you are selling it throughout the whole world and that one will fetch you a lot. So they should take advantage of the net and then sell their music.